Hello, Sam from Sound on Sound magazine here. I'm at Superbooth 2024. I'm with Tom from Rodec. Hey Tom, how are you?
Hi, very well, thank you.
Excellent to see you as ever.
We've been here a few years, but we're finally ready now to start shipping our flagship mixer, the MX Modular. So last year...
So let's have a brief recap for those who haven't watched the videos from previous years, because
Yep.
Rodec is not a new brand, right?
It's not a new brand, it's been around since the late 50s. We've done amplifiers, speakers, and then basically in the 60s we kind of invented the crossfader, went into mixing desks for DJs mostly, but now we're taking it a step further with a performance console, where we believe the next level performance is. This is a console that you can be creative on. We see it as an instrument more than as a tool, and that's where Rodec wants to be in the future.
Excellent. So what sort of features should we expect from a performance console?
First of all, we want good sound. So we went pro-level sound on everything, because if you're performing, whether you're performing in the studio to feel how a track is going, or whether you take it on stage, you need pro sound. So we went with full discrete designs on our op-amps, transformer-based pre's. Also on the output stage, we're at 28 dBUs with discrete op-amps again, and chunky transformers to get that peaks flying out of the speaker and create the wind that you basically want. Secondly, we've made it modular, because any performance is a bit different. People work differently in the studio and have different gear, so we want people to tweak the console to their liking. So on the left, we've kitted out the console with 8 mono preamps. These are all standard 500 series, and then also with 8 mono faders there, and the channel strip just follows the 500 slot going down there. This is more like a hybrid version that what we have here. So we've kitted out 4 mono pre's with 4 mono faders, and then 2 stereo slots with what we call customizable channel strip here. And this is how this works. So we basically have an adapter so that you can get our little modules in there and then put it inside a 500 series bay. This will work with any 500 series slot bay. You don't need our mixer for this. But we wanted to do something more with stereo, and it's always a bit of a shame that you have to give up a full module or a full slot, even if you can fit things like a good pre, a nice EQ and a filter into one, and you can customize how that looks. On the bottom we then see 2 stereo faders. All of our faders or channel control have programmable mute and solo sections, balancing and pan pot on the monos, 2 stereo auxes, 2 stereo buses, and a nice feature, again stolen from the DJ world, a crossfader with XYZ, which also works on a tracking console, so you can basically fade the vocals away and be more creative with how you track. If we then look at slot 9 to 10, this is an extra slot. It's not connected to a fader, but this is from a third party. We have something from Elysia here, we have something from Cassiopeia here, and you can use this to basically have an insert over either bus 1 or the master of the console. Then here at the master section we have 8 more summing inputs split into 4 stereos with just pots. We have the master auxes send and the master aux return, master bus sends, master bus return, all stereo and balanced, and inserts over the buses again to have external gear there. And then this is to control where slot 9-10 goes, either over the master like this or over bus 1 like this, and an additional master insert. There's basically also inserts on all channels, so we've kitted out this mixer that you can still put a lot of external gear on it if you would want it, but it will also work just fine as a setup, portable, because it's also including 2 effects engines with good reverbs and nice delays there. So, and the main feature also is that we have an 18 in and out digital sound card with some of the best ESS DACs available on the market today, and AKMs on the ADC side. So I just hook up my iPad with Logic Pro, plug it in the USB port in the back, and off I go, and I can basically write my mix and be creative with it.
Amazing. Well, you've sort of told us about it. Let's see it in action. Show us a bit of what you can do
Then
with
you
this.
just put on my headphones so I hear what I'm doing. So everything's on mute right now. So let's just build up a track. Start with the kick here. This is going straight to the pre's. Nothing much special about that. Let's bring in the snare. Let's put some reverb on the snare. You can see this is the reverb section on top here is connected to aux 1. Hi-hats, you can see I'm driving the hi-hats into the orange to red zone, because this is maybe too much. I like it crunchy. Bring in the bass line. Let's show that we can fully overdrive this, and it will still have that nice harmonics. Let's listen to the EQ section. Parametric EQ on the mids. Something like this. Let's go to the stereo section here. I have a clavi synth with a little melody going on. Delays, verbs, and stereo EQ taken from our Rodec from 1985. I have a filter going on here. Low pass mode with basically an envelope dynamics. High pass. Bring in the pots. They're going to phasing style. Now let's show some of the performance features. Now these ones are put into latched mode, but I can also put them into momentary mode. And also in solo here. Bring in some of the extra summing channels. And now to the fun part. Now we're gonna parallel mix what's routed to bus 1, which is this drum section here. We're gonna run it to the Cassiopeia, and we're gonna just crank the tube on this for good fun. I don't like this, but I like it. And then bring it in like 20%, and you get, this is too much, but you can see where this is going. Voila, there we are. Then, last feature, programmable mute groups. So I can basically program these and then switch through them. So if I want the hi-hats off, I just press B 3 seconds and it's now programmed in slot B. I have multiple banks of 4 presets here to quickly flick through your scenes, and again in performance mode or in the studio, check out multiple scenes and how they sound in your studio. There we
Very
go.
cool. Thank you, Tom. That looks super cool. How soon is this going to be available to buy?
So we're opening pre-orders in June, and then our production will happen in September to be delivered early October to anybody who basically pre-orders.
Amazing. Really nice concept.
Thank you.
Good luck.